Welcome to the virtual bar that is Old Talk United. We started off right.
Your brother on Broadway?
Start drink before the show earlier.
Yeah.
So
Just
he
drink.
grabbed a bunch of roads and he started to run. Here he comes. Whoa.
Sancho.
Good one, Alan. Good one.
That's a good one. Nah,
Because
you did
CR is old and others are young. And while he is young, they want to have some fun. Good afternoon. I am President Chad in the house with me, man, Greg B, CJ, and Alan. Welcome to the virtual bar that is Old Talk United on the United Hour. Before we, remember to like, subscribe, do the thing right. So, guys, we had to start off talking about the GOAT himself. Yesterday we were talking about the breakdown. We were talking about the game, and a man was saying, when GOAT old, it does have a pressure cook it. It does be kind of tough.
Wow.
You all think that's the reason why nobody don't want to buy the GOAT, boy? You feel the goat old, it hard. Talk to me. What you saying? Hey, good afternoon to Jeremy, boy. Jeremy, you want goat? Jeremy, you want some goat? Goat good for you, It's just good curry. Talk to me, Jeremy. You want some goat? Kiss on the inside. Talk to me, fellas. What's going on with the goat? All this rejection. What's going on with the goat?
That go too stubborn, boy. That go.
Now I saying. Once that back kick again, people before you could cool down and
That goat had allegedly had testicular enlargement surgery. That compensated. I don't know why compensated.
brother.
I'm sorry. That man probably compensated for something. I don't gotta take it serious.
I go just want to do your own thing wherever you go. I
Hey, Jeremy, say you have a rooster. Look up right.
Jeremy! I like that.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Can you talk about it, Jeremy? Who's that rooster?
I wonder if that rooster finger like you.
You realize Tottenham Football Club actually says TFC, yeah? Them men know what they was doing. No good. TFC, why?
So, to just add a little news.
I think it was THFC. I wonder if that stands for totally halal fried chicken. I don't know.
To add a little news before we jump more into the old talk. Atletico Madrid seems to be genuinely considering the Ronaldo move. They're trying to get some people off the books. They want to get rid of, it is reported that they want to get rid of, what's his name? Griezmann.
Yeah, Antoine Griezmann.
They're looking to get rid of Antoine Griezmann, get his wages off the books, see if they could make some room for Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, I don't know who in this world going to take Antoine Griezmann on that kind of money, but power to them. Gentlemen, I mean, here's United hour. Here's Old Talk United, but Chelsea get 4 last night though.
Bro.
From Arsenal though.
Bro.
Timo Werner still looking cheating.
When it rains, it pours on Chelsea.
Every
player they've targeted so far, bar probably Koulibaly and Sterling, Barca going for them and taking them. And now you're going in our friendly and collect 4 from us. Dog.
Chelsea Koulibaly play yesterday? I noticed if he played.
Sterling play yesterday.
I know Sterling play. I noticed if Koulibaly play.
If he didn't, he probably must be glad. It's like that. I wasn't going through that. I wasn't going through that at all.
I think this is in reference to Atletico want to get rid of Morata as well. And Jeremy is saying that there is no surprise. He's not surprised at all that Chelsea take 4. I don't picture Chelsea not making my top 3 right next season. So
given the way things are going, it may not seem that way. And then it's like they're struggling to get reinforcements in the door.
The
They
only
wanted
thing I'm
her.
glad about
Mm.
is that with them getting this kind of curtail playing that back four, they are going to play a back three, and James, and for those people who have children in fantasy, gonna get men fantasy points. And the only thing I'm interested in with Chelsea, fantasy points. If they get licks, they get licks. Mean business.
Oh man, it's like I was actually hearing a Chelsea fan ranting after the game the other day. He was like, "If Mason Mount is the best player on the team, then yeah, we're in some serious trouble."
I don't know why them do a goat. I think Chelsea more than anybody else need a goat right now. Who they are to score goals? All they have is a set of pretty men to walk pass and
Yeah, they have,
wine and
is
thing
a set of buck there in front there. There's a set of buck and they're going and sell.
Well, that's still in, man. That's still in the new signing. Get him a
To do
chance.
what?
Get him a chance.
Bro, to do what?
Sterling
Hug
is
me
not
touch
number
line right
9.
through?
Sterling will score goals, you know, but Sterling is not a number 9.
Nope.
That is if
And
he
they,
gets
and, they,
to
and they
this
don't have a
level.
proper point man either because Lukaku's gone back to Inter. Werner can't hold up that ball to save his life. They're selling Armando Broja to West Ham.
Wait, this one West Ham?
They're selling him.
Yeah, they're selling Brewer to
Dog,
West Ham. Yeah,
what?
but Brewer look good at Southampton, but I don't think he would have looked good at Chelsea. So I don't get Chelsea wrong in selling.
But
him.
they basically stretch themselves thin
Watchmen,
going
right-
forward because Ziyech
right
is
now-
injury prone and he might be looking to go to AC Milan.
Remember,
Who are
I
you?
tell
Are
you
you really going to put Christian Pulisic in as the number 9 in your team?
hell no.
I don't think so. No.
Right?
Yeah,
Make no
yeah.
sense.
So
Right now,
yeah.
I tip Southampton for relegation. Yes, Southampton play about at least two, maybe more preseason games. Southampton didn't score a goal yet. You know?
wow.
Southampton just getting licks. Everybody they play in preseason. Teams are not even in the Premier League.
Hussein Hatter is still a coach.
Yeah, they didn't fire the coach, but there are nobody
Wow.
to score goals. Shea Adams ain't cutting it.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah. Mm-mm.
That's poor.
That's so sad.
That's very poor.
So let me ask you all before we move along. Who do you all genuinely believe? I for one, I am speaking like if Cristiano Ronaldo is already done. Right? I don't think there's a place on this side for Cristiano Ronaldo anymore. And I don't mean as a player, because the truth is we only have one number 9 in Martial. So we need a number 9. But I mean in terms of just the fact that he wants out. And I remember history. The window was running down and it looked like he may have ended up having to stay at Juventus. And at close to the end of the window, Ronaldo and his manager got a move. Right? He's willing to take a pay cut to leave. So at some point in time, he is going to leave. Who do you all think is the most likely destination? If you had to bet money, where you think he's going to end up?
Right back by Real Madrid.
Nah.
You think that going on work, boy? Like it work with us?
I
You think
doubt.
Atleti will show interest and Real will
One-
run and say, no, we can't
Yeah.
have our
I
legend
feel
going by
the
our
same
right
thing
foot.
happen.
No.
Right?
One club who says nobody is bigger than the club besides Manchester United is Real Madrid. Real Madrid, once them don't want you and the see they don't want you, them in running. When Ronaldo departed, all he got was a compilation video, and that was it, you know.
That's
That man
it,
at the ceremony, he was gone. All right, cool.
And
I
he was integral in a 3-peat of Champions League victories.
Of course, he was the guy in the Champions League.
This
So
is
for
a
me-
this is a team that has disrespected the likes of Raul and Iker Casillas. Players who most people would consider club legends as regards like these men who like decades of service to that club. Cristiano Ronaldo,
Mm-mm.
trust me,
I'm going to say he believe is Atletico.
I could see Atletico taking it,
maybe.
but he wicked though.
You know why I think he'll go to Atletico? It come like the Utah Jazz in Jordan time. You know the man who always sinking here, and they get a chance to buy him even though he may be a little older. I think Utah Jazz would have take Jordan when he come back and play for Wizards just because they remember the pain.
Twice
Because
in
Ronaldo
Twice.
scored a lot of goals against Atletico. When they look at Ronaldo, teams Ronaldo score a lot against, Atletico get a lot of goals. So them fellas must be thinking to themselves, yeah, boy, we could do it our goat.
So
And I
when
mean,
somebody diabetes,
they've had a lot of history taking players that look like they were past their prime. I mean, you look at David Villa, you look at Luis Suarez. These are players that they were sold off after you could say Barcelona got their best years out of them. Even David Villa came out and said when he celebrated scoring against Barcelona for Atletico, he was like, "Don't you have some respect for your former team?" He's like, "What respect? They sold me for $5 million."
The Saudi man, he went out less
Dog
than
money,
Who-
money, and he went and win La Liga on the head.
all them Spanish
Good
club and
man
them,
feelings.
especially Barcelona, they hate their players, but they like to push them on the wayside. You see what they're doing? Frankie, who we want? They're just pushing him on the wayside, but treating them like a
All
dog.
this is just a ploy for them to basically paint De Jong to be the enemy when all they're really doing this is a reverse psychology move. They're painting this picture. Xavi and everybody going in the media and saying, "Oh, we like Frankie. We want to keep him. We consider him integral." You play the man out of position.
center
Really?
back.
Really?
The man integral to the defense.
In what? On what?
Integral to the defense. That's what integral for.
He behind Busquets and all two legs gone.
I'd be staring at Eric Garcia. I'd be like, I left City for this crap.
If Chelsea plays 2 more games and don't start to produce something significant up front, I could see Chelsea swinging back and getting Ronaldo. Because it's one thing for Tuchel to say, yeah, I don't want Ronaldo, but you know nobody who's scoring goals though.
That's it.
You know nobody who's scoring goals. So
And when you're desperate, you're gonna do some desperate things.
yeah.
Well, I'm hoping Nemo's finally form some point in time,
Who?
Nemo.
Oh,
Timo's going on, Timo.
Okay.
I know
I
what
thought you
you're
said
talking
Nemo.
about.
I was like,
He did say Nemo from Finding Nemo. That is what he
Uh-huh.
said, but he meant Timo.
okay.
Yeah, he
Well,
kinda finally
it
form right now.
rhymes, so I understand. How it rhymes. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was a bit slow on
Let
that
me
one.
tell you something. There are some players. Timo Werner is their version of Harry Maguire.
Ooh.
When the man put on a Germany shirt, the man unstoppable. When he put on that Chelsea blue, like kryptonite, the man cannot look good at all.
That Chelsea jersey like it had Maljo on it, boy.
Is that
Telling
true?
me.
Is it true?
But you don't know how bad I want Ronaldo to go to Chelsea. I want Ronaldo to go to Chelsea real bad. Because
I'm
I
trying
know that
to
would not work.
understand your reasoning behind that,
Nah.
though.
Let me tell you something. You all remember this is the same Chelsea team. Win the league with Jose Mourinho. And then Jose get fired and there was like 15th or something.
10th.
They end up 10th.
No, they ended up 10th. When Jose left.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. There was around 15th. Yeah, there was around 15th.
Right?
They lost,
This
they
is
lost
a
the
team
Swansea. I
that
think in that
has a
situation.
way of throwing managers under the bus. Now, yes, Hazard gone and Hazard was supposedly the real mischief maker in the dressing room. But there's
Yeah,
a
he
team
wasn't
that
alone. He wasn't
that
alone.
sometimes, some of these players just feel they're a little too big for the britches. And I just feel you throw Cristiano Ronaldo into that mix. And
Chaos will
I
ensue.
just seeing fireworks. I seeing chaos. I seeing Stamford Bridge burning down. I would just love to be there
London
to
Bridge
witness
coming
it all.
down for sure.
I actually changed it to Stamford Bridge every time we beat them. I changed it to Stamford Bridge to say that.
Now, but it'll be a power struggle with Tuchel. Because you
Of
see
course.
how we had to deal with the PSG cast that he had there that they show that he was trying to gangster them fellas and them up there and they say what's going on. It's either me or you, And what they do? Kick him out. Even if Chelsea because Chelsea backing him right now, backing him. Because if they wasn't backing him, Lukaku would not be on loan right now. After spending all that money.
CJ, I want to hear where you think the goat going, but just before you weigh in, I don't understand, and it's something I have to ask a Chelsea supporter at some point. I don't understand Lukaku. You going back to Inter on loan, Not as you ain't get sold. You are still a Chelsea player. You on Chelsea books. You go on loan and talking about, I should have never left and I'm back home. And I'm like,
Man, ungrateful.
I don't know. I don't understand it. If I
I
gonna
think I
play
could
on
answer that.
road,
I think I could answer that question for you, Jed.
go ahead, go ahead.
Lukaku suffers from what we call foot and mouth syndrome.
Oh, I never see a man eat at Timberlands yet.
But hey, there's a first time for everything.
All right, fair
This
enough.
this is a man who
Yeah.
look like a bodybuilder in Anderlecht's youth team at 16. It's impossible for him to go and eat a Timberlands. I think he basically he put in a size 12 or 15 boots in his mouth right now.
So Kess is saying that reportedly Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be reporting to Carrington on Tuesday. Whether it's to train or it's to talk with Ten Hag, who knows? I mean, in CR7's defense, it is being said that he and his wife are having a hard time dealing with the death of their child, and it's putting a strain on their marriage. So I don't know if they're looking to move out of Manchester. I don't know if their home in Manchester that's a challenge, because right now they're in Portugal, if I'm not mistaken. They left
Yeah.
and they haven't been back to the UK since. So I don't know. Personally, between you and me, Cristiano Ronaldo is a professional, and he have more than enough money to buy a new house if the house is the problem. But we'll give him that leeway. There seems to be genuine issues within the Ronaldo household, right? When they say we've been hearing talk about he hasn't joined the tour because of personal issues, there seems to be some genuine personal issues. So CJ, where you think Ronaldo going to end up if you had a bet money?
Atletico. I mean, nobody else want to take it. I mean, I could have said Juventus if Juventus wasn't going through the problems they were going through, but no.
I don't think Juventus will back Ronaldo, boy.
Nope. Especially
Well-
after the comments Chiellini made.
He was a pain in the dressing room up there. That's why they let him go.
But true.
Allegri cannot take he.
Alan, I want to know where you're drinking there, boy.
Moscato, brother. This time.
Pops,
I switched the wine today.
Alan, bring out the Moscato, boy. I was saying that I'll be drinking some Hennessy again.
Nah. Watch. A man give me some old talk last week with that Hennessy. Them I talk like I getting high.
I sorry, that's what is happening.
If they can't drink the people rum, like Ding Dong say, leave it alone.
facts. No, but the thing is like, is only Atletico he had to go? Nobody else.
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at it from a three-way dance. It's like Chad says that there is that chance he might probably end up at Chelsea.
Yeah, but remember, Bayern also lose a striker who Bayern bring in.
That's exactly my point. So all the denials Oliver Kahn and these guys saying how old, they're flattered by it. But they don't think they'll be interested. I'm still saying it myself. Oliver Kahn might be telling themselves, yeah, okay, let's do that deal behind people's back and let that and get this over the line. They're basically swapping out Lewandowski for Cristiano Ronaldo. The Bundesliga is pretty much a guarantee going to Bayern Munich at most times. All he'll probably be focused on is the Champions League. Less pressure.
What's the next team in the Champions League in France?
Lens?
I think it's Lille.
Lille?
I think it's Lille, yeah.
Yeah, but you could see Ronaldo going anywhere besides PSG in France.
They could afford him. Anybody who could afford him with Champions League football.
All right, Ronaldo taking
Bro.
a pay cut, afford him.
Bro.
Yeah,
You give Ronaldo a chance, he might pay Manchester United the £15 million, yes.
The contract can go your way.
Yeah.
That's
And I
true.
would take it too.
Mm.
Just if I know Ronaldo paying it, I'm taking all. One big fat check, no installments.
And if I was bad, mind I'd do I ask us what deal. You get Ronaldo, we take Anthony.
He ain't gonna go ask neither.
I know.
Same
But
kind of style. You know, but with that style yet. So it ain't gonna make sense. You understand? It ain't gonna make sense at all. Let's go back home, which party start? Sporting. But I got downgrade for Cristiano.
well, at least Sporting in Champions League.
Can't
Right?
lie.
And that way you studying? And now he's studying? Shucks.
But he ain't go there just they will expect him to lead the lines. You understand?
Oh,
That
he would
lead,
love nothing. He would love nothing better.
nah, I
You
expect
know what kind
Matthew
of story? You
Jackson.
know what kind of Cinderella story go be Ronaldo lead spot into our Champions League final? Think of the headlines.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like
that
you
would be
look
real
like
good, but Ronaldo ain't prepared to take them kind of risk.
Of course not.
Looking for
He wants
certain success.
guarantees. He wants guarantees.
therefore they want to reach second rounds and all kind of thing, last 16 or quarterfinals to be there to keep scoring goals. You understand? In the limelight. He like the limelight and that is his
Yeah,
problem. Why you
exactly.
come Manchester
He doesn't know
United
he
when
doesn't
you
know how
know
to
you
take a
can't
back
do that?
seat. He doesn't know how to take a back seat when it comes to situations like this.
I can understand the man motivated and he's a winner and all of that. But you have to
Yeah,
look
but
from outside looking in and see
your
Manchester
motivation should also be able to give
on
you to be able to
transition.
be a team player, dog. Your motivation should also allow you to be a team player and be able to be
That is
beneficial
true.
to everyone around
That's
you.
why I saying when he came in, it was good that he came in and the hype and everything. But the standard of football is dropping. The goals, yes, he scored most of the goals. Well, he was most goals for Manchester United. Nobody
Hmm.
ain't saying no. But the atmosphere around the team itself, they wasn't playing as a unit.
That's
Everybody
true.
looking to go for glory because Cristiano always like the limelight, and
Yeah.
that was the problem with in Real Madrid. It started there with he and Gareth Bale. You understand? Gareth Bale
Yeah,
come
man.
for a little more money than you, but yet still he want to get the man he limelight too. You understand? Cristiano.
And then Zidane not playing Bale as often didn't really help much either.
Well, Zidane nasty. You
I
understand?
I look forward to the day when we could talk about Ronaldo the way we talk about Pogba and Jesse as a former United player. So no need to really talk about him too much.
Mm.
Kessa saying, guys, seeing reports, are we interested in a 19-year-old from RB Salzburg, Benjamin Sisko? I'm not sure. I don't know much about this player.
Hmm. Yeah,
What
he's
position he
relatively
does
new.
play, Kess?
That's it. Yeah. What position does he play? What was his recent record like for RB
I
Leipzig? Is
saw
there
that
any other
today.
details what we could do?
I saw that myself today. I really.
Trevor is saying he hopes and prays Ronaldo leaves. We thank him for coming back, and now it's time for a new era and time to go forward. And I totally agree with that. I thank Ronaldo that I could have gotten this jersey, and I look forward to retiring it.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? I thank you for the memories, the good feeling, singing Viva Ronaldo again, all of that. Wonderful. But time to move on. Now we're going to be singing one hag, two hag, three hag, four hag, five hag, 10 hag. You understand? That's what we're going to be singing this year.
Yeah, I watch it. I'm actually googling him right now. He's a Slovenian player. He wears number 30 for them. He's very tall too, 6'4". Wow.
19 years old, 6'4". All
Yep.
right. He's a power forward. How much goals he score? What's his what's his
Okay,
stats
so
like last season?
according to this, not the best. He signed for is RB Salzburg he playing for. He's made 26 appearances for them. He scored 6 goals. He was recently on loan to FC Liefering. I don't know how to pronounce that. But he made 44 appearances for them and he scored 22 goals. So that's like a goal every 2 games. That's not a bad return.
At 19?
Yeah.
I could work with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could work with
He's
that.
also an international for Slovenia. He's played for them 13 times. He scored 2 goals for them. So he's
I, I,
relatively.
I, I really hope we get a centre forward.
Mhm.
I really do. We need some more depth in that position in the club. We really do.
Yeah.
So
I
guys,
mean,
I'm hearing
and
that.
when you look at it too, he's young, so he can be molded to almost the kind of center forward that Ten Hag wants him to be. So it's a good opportunity to help him develop along the way. So who knows? This could probably work in our favor.
That is exactly it. You see, being young, being able to take training from the manager. I am hoping that the Langa hasn't hit a ceiling. I am hoping to see a little more from him, a little development this season as well.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
Ilanga is more
I
of a
feel like
winger.
there's something. I don't know. Maybe we probably haven't seen Elanga untap certain aspects of his game just yet. I don't know. But I mean, people are saying that he's hit his ceiling, but something in my
I don't
mind
think he's
tells
at this
me
ceiling.
that there's something that he still has to pull out that people just haven't seen yet.
Right now,
Yeah, I
Ilanga
don't
game,
think
man.
he's at the
Ilanga is
ceiling at all.
he's a more want to run into space because he had the pace for it.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of knock ball, close, intricate touches and thing. He ain't catch it yet. Probably
It could
later
be
on he
something
will
that
get.
can be coached into him though, because I mean he's still relatively a youngster in the game, so it's like those are things you can still learn and adapt.
Yeah, nobody ain't
Also,
saying no, you know, but he ain't had a technical skill like how Sancho and Rashford and Marshall have it right there. Right there, they could
Well,
turn on a
he,
dime, beat you on a
he could
dime.
learn it, and he does learn that from playing with people who just do that. The
Exactly.
more
Yeah,
you
well,
play
like,
with people
Sancho
who just
wasn't
do
that
that,
way either. Sancho
you
wasn't
just
that way
learn
either
that.
until he eventually developed that in Dortmund.
wait, nah. You never used to see Sancho when he was playing with Manchester City you team. He
Yeah,
used to
well,
destroy all of them.
yeah, well,
Everybody in the league
that's
level.
with you team players. When you're making that step up,
Nah,
it's not the
no,
same
the
when
man
you're
had the
playing an
skill.
adult game.
No, 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 no,
If it
no,
was
no.
so good, then why Pep didn't play much when he was at City?
Because
Pep,
Pep don't play youth.
he don't play
Exactly.
you, man.
How much
So,
young players just leave City Youth Academy and then come back in the Premier League for
Almost
big
all of them.
money?
Almost all of them. Well, at least
We was saying this,
almost all
CJ.
of them does leave, but not all of them does go back for big money.
oh, basically what it's saying is that for Frankie to stay, he has to take a 50% pay cut.
But they say that from long time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I know.
wickedness. How you go ask the man to take a pay cut when he
No,
already took
but
a pay cut for the last 2 years? Come on, man.
no, but Xavi is. But also the news. Xavi said that he said Xavi want to talk about him trying to be receptive of the 50%. And I don't think he can wants to take a next 50%
Because they get
A
them
pay cut
better to
on top of our pay
to
cut,
take
right?
a
Come
pay
on, man.
cut. Nah, man.
A pay cut
this could be like
on top of the Fernie wages. Big man, no,
and this is
no.
like a second pay cut for him too.
Yeah.
No, not really. The third.
Three dog,
Dog.
why he not leaving? Hey, go for your loyalty money, yeah, dog.
Well, I'm money for the man. The man have to wait for the money. Even if he get 75% in an agreement over the next 2 years,
Run me
he
my
go
money.
take
That is
that.
why I said, run me my money. I want my paper.
But to
I
me,
can't
I
go through
find
that.
FIFA should get involved in that. Seeing that it have FIFA fair play, it
Right.
should have some level of them, some
FIFA,
arbitration
UEFA,
getting
and La
involved.
Liga should all be getting involved in what is going on at Barcelona. This is craziness right now.
Because when it came to Messi and they get involved, and they get involved,
They
so
had to.
why you had to be treating players
Well,
like that?
let's see if the windows still have some time. Let's see how that goes. Guys,
Surprised
I'm
that-
hearing reports that we're
That's
looking
all I
at
say in the background here. If I was Frankie De Jong, I was running into to the office and telling Laporta. That's all I want to hear.
Honestly, I think maybe Barca can't pay him because they own Island Finance. Maybe. You know, they get money for Lewandowski, someone they have money to outbid Chelsea.
And they buy Rafinha.
Them take a loan that was hassle free earlier. What I'd see.
I don't know. I mean, we talked about Chelsea already, so we ain't gonna go back there. But I don't know. Chelsea are to be feeling real bad right about now. The women not going by you to go by somebody who broke me.
Them taking massive L's right now, Jed. Massive L's.
But yeah, I hear Brandon Williams might be on his way to Brighton for 15 million, which would be their replacement for Cucurella, who they're looking to sell to City. What do you think about Brandon Williams to Brighton? That's a good move. You're comfortable with selling?
Honestly, I like Brandon Williams, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to pick up on Ten Hag's system. So if this is a move for his future, for him to get more games and for him to be more of a regular and to get more first team opportunities, then I'm not gonna be mad at it. Honestly, I would not be mad.
I would
I
be
think
vexed
it's a
about it.
good move in terms of how Brandon plays football. I am not sure that Brandon Williams could adapt, as you said, Greg, to Ten Hag system.
That's it.
I'm not saying that I'm sure he can't, right? But I would like to see us get somebody else. I'm also hearing Wan Bissaka could be on his way out, but I'm not sure who he's linked with. Just that he, could be on his way out.
I'm hearing that he might be going back to Crystal Palace.
And
On
another
loan?
name being brought up for the exit is Hannibal on loan to one of three teams in the championship: Birmingham, Middlesbrough, or West Brom. What do you all think
Birmingham,
about that?
Birmingham
Hannibal
need
loan?
players. Birmingham, I don't need players, so they might probably push to get Hannibal a bit faster. And I think even Birmingham's I think the owner, the CEO of Birmingham, has also said that he's flattered that Hannibal has been linked with him. So
He
that could tell you a
flattered
lot of
Hannibal
things.
linked with him. What I mean?
In other words, that they like he's a talented player, and they love the fact that someone like that could be
They
coming in their direction.
consider okay, all right.
Yeah. So because he did mention that they had to Heath Chung before, and the Heath Chung did well there, at least to them. So
Best a call back for Chung. I'll let him go back
Yeah,
outside there
well,
and get
Chung,
some.
I don't think Chung ready for to play with the big boys. To be honest with you,
nah.
You don't feel so,
not.
man?
Because I mean, look, in the games that he's played for us, when he's had first team opportunities, he hasn't really taken anything by storm. I mean, I remember when he played in the Europa League game against, I think it was what team it was we played and they beat us. Can't remember the name of the team. Because Lingard was the captain in that team too, so that was our next thing. So I was like, no,
Martin
no,
and
this is not shade on Lingard. This is just showing that it was a very
Well, they
inexperienced
should
Ole
send him
Gunnar
back
Solskjaer put
Germany
him
to
up.
play with Werder Bremen or one of them. One of them.
anytime
might
we
be a
sending
bad
men
shout, to be
away to
honest.
play, it's time for we to sell them. You need to play in the championship or in a lesser Premier League club.
Mhm.
You understand? I this loan right now, Henderson could only do himself a world of good, doing good in that loan there. Because if they had those step up, I don't see us keeping him over Henderson at the end of the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. I mean, he's so far he's been showing that he's been a positive signing for Nottingham Forest since they had him. And then De Gea didn't do himself any favors in that match against Aston Villa. Let's be very real.
No. They had, I don't know. He looked horrible. But for us, as Mark is saying in the comments, a lot of Arsenal men jumping out themselves. A lot of Arsenal men feel they win the preseason.
They win the league already.
I've also heard many Arsenal fans when we won our game saying, "Oh, why are they celebrating that? That's just preseason. No, let go ahead. No, that's preseason." I was like,
Next thing
so
when they meet Tuchel again, it's licks.
exactly.
Fellas, I don't know, I remember watching when we won the Bangkok
Mhm.
trophy against Liverpool, right?
Mm.
And I remember watching the footage and the pictures coming out of that, and United players were all looking like, "What's this?
Yes.
Why all this confetti? I don't understand."
It's
I
like,
saw pictures of Arsenal last night. Them fellas look like they win Champions League, yo. Them fellas look
Celebrations
real
galore.
happy, bro.
Celebrations galore.
Them fellas look ecstatic. Them was like, "Hey, a trophy, boy." I
And
don't know. It wasn't the same.
and the Marquis signing score what, hat trick? Is that hat trick he's got?
Not
scored
this
two?
game. He scored a hat trick in one of the prior games,
Yeah,
but
previous games.
he only scored one goal last night.
I mean, it was a nice goal to be fair, because I mean,
It
he
was a
chipped
very
Mendy.
good goal.
He chipped Mendy, and Mendy looked like a clown, but
Yeah,
it is what it
it
is.
was a very good goal. Right now, Mendy, I'm wondering about him in my fantasy team right about now.
I keep telling men, I say, look at it like this. It's all it's been ever since Jaden Sancho, Bossy Bag at Stamford Bridge. He has not been the same since.
For
Well,
them
he
like them
kept
is
himself
one
except when he
season
playing
wonders,
for
but
against us.
Hmm.
that's a wonder about set that one season wonder, man. Right true. But this
It is.
season go tell because this season gonna be fire, you know. Yeah, what Ten Hag say? He gonna get he ain't afraid none of them. He gonna get all of them around for their money.
And
He
I
come
think
make a
that's the
win.
mindset that we've needed from a manager for so long because it's like, yeah, have Ollie wasn't a manager that was reclusive, but at the same time, he didn't always instill a bit of confidence in people. When he got the wins, it's like, wow, he got the wins. But Ten Hag
I
seems
go
to
in and
be
I go in and say something, fellas. And I want all to be honest in your opinion of what it is I'm going to say, right?
okay,
We all know Southampton.
right?
Southampton is the kind of team that could hit a team 5 or 6, and depending on who they play, they could concede
Yeah.
7 or 8. I don't think Ten Hag is going to change his style of play drastically, playing against the likes of City and Liverpool. I think he has his ideals, he has his philosophy, and he's going to play his philosophy. I can see Manchester United winning the games we're supposed to win, dominating the teams we're supposed to dominate. If these players, I'm not criticizing the system, but if these players get it wrong against some of the big teams, when you saw what um, Bailey was able to do to us yesterday,
Hmm.
any of y'all concerned about playing the likes of a City and a Liverpool in that 10 system?
I tell you no.
There's a, I
Why?
mean,
Because as I say, when the rest of the personnel get bedded in, we will see a different. They have about a week and something again. Well, 2 weeks before the season really start. The next two games, we will know how the team looking because he had to put in Ericsson and Lissandro. He had to put in those two to see how the system running, how the team looking. Now he don't know about the forward line already, you know. He had the forward line. Them fellas and them playing how you want them to play. You understand? Because they score 11 goals in the whole of the preseason, the 4 games that just concluded. Right? So it's just to tighten up, as I say, and get the ball flowing from third to the final third. You understand? That's his main thing. He know the flaws. He know the flaws already. That is why he went for specific people. And in all the interviews that he have, when they talk about Frankie De Jong, who you will replace if Frankie De Jong income, who you will go for, if you go for Neves or Tillman, he said no. We will build one within, and that is between Fred and probably Iqbal. You understand? Zidane Iqbal or Fred. You understand? To take up that role. He himself Ghana, but he ain't really get to see Ghana much because of Ghana injury. Because Ghana, if Ghana was injured early, he would have been playing Ghana to see if Ghana could take up that role that Fred playing, when take that ball from the defense and get it started. You understand? So
I hear you. So you're not concerned. CJ, how about you? You have any concerns about playing the big boys with this high line?
Not really, in a sense, in that I'm not saying to be confident, but we had to see how it goes because I remember the season with Ole when he first played against Liverpool. We didn't know what to expect, and then we ended up taking the front in the game. We almost won if they didn't equalize.
mm-hmm.
I mean, it's played on the day, but for me, I think that in a sense, it wouldn't be much of a problem if you think about it because preseason is not, you can't go off on preseason because you could have a good preseason, then you can have a terrible league. But you can have a terrible preseason and you can have a good lead. I think these fellas, I don't expect it to be a washing, but even if these fellas make mistakes, you could see under the tutelage with Eric that we're going to try at least, but it's not gonna be the worst thing you ever see though, because I don't think it could get worse than last season, really. Well, I hope. So for me, not really. Especially if Eric doesn't see the holes and tell himself, all right, he knows the errors his squad have so far. So I think it's going to be a learning point. He going to say, all right, let me assess the games as we go and see how my competition would be, and I would fit my position to that. So for me, I'm not really worried that much. If there's one thing Eric is good at, he could analyze from his first game. Even if he win, he would still see weakness. So I can't vex. I'm not worried.
You know, but some of the issues that Manchester United was dealing with last season is positional football. You understand fitness. You understand understanding a system or playing within a system and playing together as a team. Because everybody was an individual. You
And that's
understand?
where Ten Hag comes in and
But
incorporates
that's right.
what he has.
From his 5 rules, he's stressing on these things. We have to go as a unit. Win as a unit, loss as a unit, draw as a unit. You understand? Where Ole make the mistakes, and I could clear it up and clarify it for Ole and tell Ole where Ole went wrong. That is his job. You understand? That's why he's a hands-on coach. You understand? He ain't leaving it for his assistants and them. He come in and let you know this is how it is. This is how you're supposed to play. This is my philosophy. Once
This is a
Ole get
guy.
that in tune, we could look good. You understand? We could do the job. And I
This
say with his personality that he bring in and stuff, he knows what he wants, you know. He know what he gonna get from certain players, you know.
Right.
You understand? And once he see it happening or not happening, he will make sure they get it before the season starts. You understand? Everybody mightn't be on the same page at the same time, but eventually they will get there. You understand? They will get there. 'Cause I had a faith in Ten Hag because at the end of the day, I had to back your manager. Whoever it is, you have to back your manager and hope these players are. Because to me, I don't see improvement already with the attitude and how they're going about the business. They have a fear for Marshall going back in the shell when Cristiano come back out. But to me, I think Ten Hag give him the confidence, especially the front three. Yeah, what's going on? All is my secret weapons. Let me go. All they play my football, my total football, and everything will be good. All you don't worry about Christy. I go deal with Christy because I the gaffer here. Yeah, so he can't just walk in the team. You know that he can't just walk in the team just so.
I'll just say this. I will just say this. I mean, it comes to a point where you can see that he has those little intricacies that he's looking at. When you watch some of the videos when he's overseeing the training, how he was watching over Hannibal's passing, over Scott's passing, over Fred's passing, those little things. And whenever he got something wrong, he was never afraid to voice them and be like, no, this is not how I want this to go.
Mhm.
This kind of gives you the impression that this is a manager who has a clear direction and a clear indication of what he wants to see out of these players. So he will have the systems, he'll have the ideas, and he will know what he wants and what to expect. So he will have things that he can do to counteract opposition. He seems to be someone that seems to be able to study his opposition and basically make the needed adjustments during the games as well too. That's how he strikes me. So I'm thinking for me, the system will not necessarily be the issue. It'd be the personnel being able to adapt to the system being played. So once the instructions are followed, I'm not saying we're going to blow City and Liverpool and all these other clubs out of the water, but even if we do lose games, we're going to make a damn fight of it because I strongly believe that he has the right ideas, and like Alan was saying, he has them basically playing on the front foot. United has not been a team that's played on the front foot for a while.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, because
So-
they didn't have the confidence. They wasn't together. You understand? Everybody wanted to be individuals.
Van Gaal was too defensive. Jose was too defensive. Moyes didn't know up from down at point in some games.
Van Gaal
All he was
defensive
able to
enough.
get a tune out of them for 2 seasons, and then everything just went up in smoke. So
Yep.
it's a matter of someone giving them a sense of balance, a sense of structure, a sense of idea as regards to where they want to go and how they're playing. I mean, if we look at some of the goals, they won against Crystal Palace, that in itself shows us that this team, once they have a right system in place, They can play the style of football that's needed, and they can look good, and they can be victorious doing it too.
Yeah.
That's true.
When Ten Hag signed his contract, he make sure and let the board know, here we're going on. I coming in here to do a job. Allow me to do my job. There are no outside so hierarchy source causing any problems to me. You can't tell me I had to play this person, I had to buy this person. He's put on his foot one time, else he will not sign. You
And I
understand?
think, especially where the players are concerned, I heard there was some players, not United ex-players, but other ex-players talking about, Ten Hag's rules, 5 rules is too tough in these modern times, and it may affect players negatively. I think it is
Listen,
always better to come in with a heavy hand than a light hand,
yeah,
because it is very hard to get people to straighten up after you give them too much rope. It is a lot
exactly.
easier to come in heavy-handed and then decide based on the reactions you get if you need to loosen your grip. You
And and
understand?
Chad, let's be totally honest here. Given the season we had last season, the
Given
the
the
restrictions that are
complaints
yeah,
that we were hearing when Ragnick came in.
exactly. So when you look at that, to come in there with that heavy hand and let them know, hey, okay, XYZ is the case. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. Let them know. You want some things eased. Earn my trust, earn my recognition to
Yep.
understand. Okay, I am able to say I can relax certain things because I know that you're going to perform. If you can't do that, nah, hard luck.
But Ralph wasn't looking for respecting him. Ralph realized the team was lazy. Man was
Right.
figure is a Sunday league thing. You understand? He say here we're
and
going
and,
rock and
and,
roll
and that's
football
the
with
and
him.
that's the problem. That is the problem. Look at how long some of these players have still been here. Look at how many managers have come and gone, and there's a
I
good few of
re-
the batch of these
No,
players that are
but
still surviving throughout all of this.
yeah, but if you look at ten, well, that's the board. That's the board problem issue. You
And that's it.
understand? Poor
Hmm.
management. But when Ten Hag came in, everybody write off Maguire already. I find Maguire improve over the little 4 weeks. To be
He
yeah.
honest,
had a he
in
definitely had a good game yesterday.
that game yesterday show me that however Ten Hag coaching him, he giving him back that confidence. You understand?
It just take time. It's just time and the right person around here too.
Yeah,
So you're gonna be fine.
yeah. So and basically Ten Hag has the people to back him up, so he knows, so they understand what they want to get done and what they came here to accomplish. So I don't think he has any qualms of saying, all right, y'all not willing to work with this. All right, you the door's right there. You could follow Pogba and Cavani and Lingard and the rest of them fellas. The door right there, We ain't gonna miss you.
Alex is saying, I think seeing that the virus is gone and the jailings is gone, you're seeing a different vibes from the guys. I for one, regardless of how things go this season, whether we're challenging for the title, we winning games, whether we're struggling, I don't expect to see any dancing videos coming out of the dressing room.
God, I hope
I'm
not.
I'm 100% sure of that.
But you even notice that last goal that Sancho scored. He go to dance, But
And
like
then
he
you
check,
realize,
he
like,
said,
wait,
hey,
okay, nah, these
we
guys aren't
do
here no more.
nothing
I
here
can't do
yet.
this.
He feel a heavy hand.
I'm
Do that,
going to
boy.
flag him. You know, like he check,
Ten
he
Hag was
said,
bleeding out whole tree
Man
head is
City,
like, don't you
Man
dare.
City have Man City heavy Caribbean hand. Don't do that, boy.
he got to celebrate and like he check himself. He realized
Yeah,
which what he
not
was.
today. He was here. He was watching Ten Hag bleeding out whole tree head. It's like, you only play mad at that. You didn't see that picture
Yeah,
again.
only FIFA PlayStation celebrations here. Run and slide, run and raise your hand up in the air. Don't come with no craziness.
Yeah. The
Basically,
business.
get any Black Panther like we don't do that here.
We gonna celebrate when the season done and we either
Yeah,
win the
yeah.
league.
Let's get some silverware under our belts first before we start dancing all over the place.
Yeah, because if you look at Ten Hag previous team, them don't celebrate after every game. You
Nah, that
understand?
actually
When
was
the season
ruthless.
done, they go celebrate. You
That actually
I
was
will
understand?
tell you,
ruthless during the
I will
season.
tell you something, eh? Some people may say, we're taking the fun out of the sport. But when a team is focused
Hmm.
and they recognize what real achievement is, they don't celebrate. You know, it had teams that reach a semi-final and they're like, woohoo, and then it have real championship teams that reach a semi-final and it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
We
on
work
to the
now
next
start.
game.
We still have
Yeah.
one more game to
Job's
win,
not
you know?
done.
Yeah.
Job's not done.
And even though this is not a team that has a winning culture, you could start to create that culture from the back room. You could start to create that culture where guys understand we're not just satisfied in winning a game. You know, we need to do more than that. You know, and I let's hope that is what it is being developed behind the scenes. Because the same way we could look at the players and talk preseason, we could also look at the manager and talk preseason. A season is long. We have a lot of competitions we in. We have a lot of games to play. So, you know, let's see how Ten Hag goes throughout the course of the season. This season is unique. We have a World Cup smack dab in the middle of it. You know, let's see. Let's hope that monkeypox don't become a real thing and affect the football.
Something
I mean,
to
it
kill me.
shouldn't. I can't see it doing that because of how it spreads.
Something to
But
kill me. The COVID kill plenty, but
Bro, let's not go down
something
that
else
road.
again.
Yeah.
Understand? But I like how they're going. Himself the players' response when they was leaving Australia there after the last game. Most of them were saying that the training is hard. It's something not really new, but the intensity of it
And,
was new.
and you know the crazy thing about it is when you look at the responses from some of the players as well too. Dallo said that it's a kind of discipline that they were missing. That just goes to show them fellas
Bruno
was
love it.
real getting some rope in training before.
Bruno love it. I surprised Bruno is not the captain, but we gonna leave it as that. You understand? Everybody had to pull the weight with Ten Hag. You know they can't be lapsing. Because
Yeah,
if you lapse,
there's no slacking period. I mean, men
No, you
can get
can't
replaced if
afford.
they ain't careful. Even if
It
it
might
means that
be,
he has to trust in some of the youth players, then I mean, Ten Hag's not afraid to do that, you know.
yeah. Everybody had to raise the game because you know the next man waiting ready. Look Sean all too. Well, we know he had 1 foot outside on the
so
bench.
I want to ask you guys. We still have a lot of time, right? We have a whole month, over a month and a week, for 5 weeks left in the transfer window.
Right.
If we could only get 2 more targets, right? We're going around the table. We'll start with Greg. What would your 2 targets be? If we could only get 2 more players, who would they be for you?
You didn't give me a chance to process this properly, but
Only 2 boy.
only two way because I was like, Jet.
players.
We're being reasonable. If we
Yeah,
could
okay,
only
yeah,
get
all
2
right,
more.
fair enough. I mean,
Right now, we're being linked to our right back. We're being
Yeah,
linked to
Denzel
our
Dumfries.
forward. We're being linked to our winger, and we're still being linked to De Jong. That's 4. But let's be reasonable. 2 to 3. Who would be your 2 to 3 players?
okay. First one, I mean, it's obvious to a lot of us that the midfield still requires depth. So I'm hoping to God we could get the De Jong deal over the line and get that over with. The other position, I don't know. I'm looking at the right back situation, and Dallo hasn't been bad, but you do need backup for Wan-Bissaka because Wan-Bissaka is not a good player. That I'm saying because like you need to probably get him out the door. At the same time, I'm looking at our striker situation, and if Ronaldo continues with his mess, I'm looking at basically the most necessary position right now. And those are 2 areas I'm thinking that we definitely need reinforcements in. But
So
if
De
we
Jong and who else?
probably De Jong and probably another striker, maybe a Jonathan David from Lille or something like that.
All right. How about you, CJ? 2 to 3 players.
To be honest,
Hey, okay, wait. How you say 2 to 3 and I only get 2?
Well, it's 2 to 3. I said.
He said,
You
man.
want to listen, man, Greg? The man said 2 to 3.
the Frankie De Jong could be a thing. Centre back is kind of safe. I still would want Dionisio if it would come, but it's not. That's not happening. That not happening. So Sangare wouldn't be bad. I find Sangare wouldn't be bad. And in terms of attacking, the Jonathan David deal wouldn't be a hard ask too. I would want Jonathan David.
So there's a striker, De Jong, and a defensive mid for you.
Yeah.
All right. And what about you? What about you, Alan? Who's your three?
I'm a thriller and De Jong, a wing back for cover. You
A
understand
right wing
that?
back.
Yeah, right wing back for cover, and a forward if we can get one.
All right, well, I saying Dumfries seen as I could say 2 to 3. I saying Dumfries seen
Because
as I could say 2 to 3.
Anthony could play as a forward, or you could get all out number 9, who could be a backup for Marshall right now, like a Skamaka or someone like that.
For all of you watching this program and the other programs on the United Hour, you all know that I have been saying if it's one person I want this window is Anthony. I know Greg here me say that for over a month now. If it's one person I want this window is Anthony. I really want Anthony. But you know, right now at this point, Anthony would be my 4th choice. Dumfries, I totally agree with Greg. I would definitely go. We need backup on that right side because Aaron Wan-Bissaka is adding nothing to this team right now. Nothing.
Nope.
And we need people who bring something to the team. So I will look at right back. Definitely, I want Frankie de Jong. I like Ten Hag. I want Frankie. That guy could transform our midfield. We need more than one creative outlet. Bruno is not enough. Christian Eriksen is nice, but we need somebody with a little more durability in him.
You need a general.
And Frankie is that guy. And I think if I have to choose, I would rather a forward than a winger right now. Because at least we have a little bit of backup on the wings with Ilanga. A little bit. We have no backup on number 9. We have one number 9, and that is Marshall. Everybody else, yeah, Rashford could play, and this one could play, but none of them are number 9s. We have one number 9. So I would look at either Tony. I wouldn't even mind person that Kes mentioned earlier on in the show, this guy from Salzburg, or even the one from Lille,
Jonathan David, yeah.
Jonathan David. We need a number 9, and then we could go for Anthony. I still want Anthony, you know, but if we only gonna get 2 or 3 more, we could go for Anthony in January. That's right. We want Frankie. Frankie's the man.
I wish you was going for Nkunku. I love you people from Leipzig, but oh gosh, versatile. The man really say you are versatile for what?
I'm sorry.
Robert is saying he wants Neves or Tielemans.
Tielemans might be a bit more realistic. Knowing how Bruno Lage is with Neves right now, they'll probably want to add something on top of what they're asking for. And, you know, the ever-present Man United tax.
Apart from being realistic, I actually find that Tielemans will actually fit into Manchester United, I think, better than Neves.
Yeah.
Neves is good for where he is. I think Tielemans is more what we need.
Yeah, he's more versatile, I believe.
Yes, is saying that he likes Nkunku as well. Oh no, sorry, not right now. For next year.
For next year, yeah.
Yeah, for next year.
I mean, he's what? He's 26 now, 25, 20 somewhere around there.
No, I think he's younger than that.
I mean, if we all being reasonable, none of us expected us to transform the whole team in one window.
Of course not.
You know what I mean? I am surprised how much business we have gotten done and how much we still looking to do. Yeah. To be honest, I was expecting like 3 to 4 transfers. It looked like we probably going to get 5 to 6 and maybe even more. So,
okay, it's 24. Now what you
I feel we got a name that nobody wasn't thinking about in this transfer window down to the end.
I mean, this Benjamin
Sesko
or Sesko is somebody I wasn't thinking about, wasn't aware of, but I would take him.
I mean,
just
even the
need,
even the striker that from Stuttgart, Sasa shit. I don't think anybody was looking for him either. So it was like,
we just need somebody else. We need another option up front. I'm in no way talking about benching Martial. I'm not even talking about competition to motivate Martial. Martial is doing good.
well, even
His head seems to be in the game.
even if we go for Ivan Tony, who we've been linked with from Brentford, I wouldn't
Yeah,
be mad at that because that gives us depth
yeah.
alone.
We just need depth. Yeah, that's it. We need depth.
Yeah.
We need depth
You
in
just
the position.
you just need options, and once you get options, you're good to go.
That's it. That's it. That's
We
it.
had to wonder is if these fellas and them go want to come and play backup, When especially when they're starting for the teams that they're coming from.
Yeah, but these guys playing for lesser teams, they come to a big team like Manchester United, and you're not an established world-class striker. You're not expecting to start.
Nope.
At least it shouldn't be expected to start.
Especially if you know the coach you're coming into. We are agreeing to. Because you must have a history of the coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the manager.
But fellas, it's about that time the barman ready to throw you out now.
Yeah, my drink done.
We started off with Barrington Levy, and we're going to end with Barrington Levy.
Turn it up, Chad. Turn it up. Turn it up.
And all we have to say to the goat is you're too dangerous. You're too dangerous. That's what's going on with you. But, we love you still, Christy. We love you still.
Don't hold the club terrain, so.
Don't drink and drive. That's why you need to come in Old Talk in the virtual bar and drink and stay alive.
Yep.
Remember, where devils don't die, we multiply.
Dangerously.